time off me.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all want to make a star off of me? Let them have it.
I'm not mad at that.
Let them have it.
Yeah.
Now you got a target on your back, and you see how hard it is to maintain it. It's very hard to have that crown and keep it.
So you saying Ivory is her?
Yeah.
No,
that's her.
A couple of them.
That's her karma.
You gotta fight 10 seconds, 5. It's not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
Heavy as a head that with a crown.
We both had a lot of fades to catch, so it was like me and her was like the main targets. She had multiple fades, I had multiple fades. We were just trying to get through them all.
It's a new day for Black television.
Okay, so on the inside, you felt like y'all did the best y'all could for each other.
Yeah, when I was fighting and shit, getting jumped and shit, she was over there fighting too. Like, you know, when they trying to break you up and you trying to look for another man, you know me, I ain't gonna lie, I was fishing. I'm like, who next?
Yeah. Oh man, we've come a long day from VH1 Flavor of Love, right? But now we have our own Black-owned media platforms producing great streaming content. And we are looking at the modern WWE versus WCW, and now that's TV versus Zeus. And I want to get into chronicling the beginnings of this war and what I will describe as the first back door. In this episode of Black Renaissance Podcast, we gotta get into how ET may have been intentionally taken, poachered from Now That's TV because she was one of the biggest stars over there, one of the most like outstanding talents. But then she was brought to Zeus just to be backdoored, you know, by Natalie Nunn's new lapdog, Teseki. I think that these stories plus more will be the stories that the Black community probably follow for the next year or two. You know, we into these type of things, and influencers are the new stars. Over here on the grassroots Black media, we talk about the things that the news don't. So let's get into Scarface, who she is, where she comes from, her humble beginnings, and why she beat the shit out of Natalie Nunn at the reunion. It's the most wise. Daria Ruffin, aka ET, born September 9th, 1998, got her start early on after being homeless on Now That's TV. She would be robbed by someone, I believe by her ex-boyfriend's, one of his lovers, or whatever the case may be. And I believe that the owner, don't quote me on this, but the owner or someone with production of Now That's TV offered Scarface the show. Scarface the opportunity to do the show. She turned it down, even though she was living in her car at the time. She would later go on to do the show with under the agreement and pretense that she would actually be able to fight that person the girl who stole the money from her through her ex-boyfriend or whatever the case may be. So as Scarface appears on this show, she ends up getting into like Krishan or whatever the case may be. And yeah, her stardom, her road to fame kind of started there. Then she started having like multiple fights, and a lot of people actually was on her side on Now That's TV. Now, rumor has it that how she actually got from Now That's TV to Zeus is because Stunner Girl put in a good name for her with the owner of Zeus, the Lamar Pew with the lemon pepper. I think they call him on TikTok or something like that. I'm not really sure, but just for the sake of, you know, being like kind of like a good sport, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna call him lemon pepper and shit like that, you know. But yeah, so Scarface ends up, doing like a couple seasons over there on Now That's TV. And then she went to a few Baddies auditions. She went to, I believe, the Baddies. Well, she went like two Baddies auditions. And then she appears on Baddies East as a replacement. She comes on to Baddies East, after basically going to both the Baddies West auditions and the Baddies East auditions or whatever. And almost like immediately after coming on to Baddies East, she fights the cast member T. Rumor has it that that may have been orchestrated by Natalie Nunn, because Natalie Nunn was actually fucking the owner of the network. This is why the owner of the network is always actually on production, on location of these Baddies shoots or whatever. You don't actually see him on location in the Bad Boys television series. You don't see him on location in Jocelyn television series, but you will catch him as a blurred out face on almost every season of Baddies. Why is that? Well, some say it's because the Baddies are actually just his brothel of chicks.
Snake, answer me! Snake! Snake!
Yeah. But anyway, let's get into the real motherfucking juice. And while we here, ET's fight and the back door at Zeus, right? So obviously they brought ET on just to backdoor her after the season was over. And as you can see, she got like jumped multiple times. And we're gonna play a clip of her actual security guard saying that she was not allowed in to the location to protect her own client. So let's get into that real quick, and I'll be back with my thoughts.
Came back, sat at the reunion. I was Joe bodyguard first, earlier that day. Then for the reunion, I was ET bodyguard. They wouldn't let me in at all.
So each time you went to the reunion, they would not let you in?
No. Anywhere else I could get in. Anytime she do anything with them, I can go with no problem when she going places. But that day, I couldn't get in.
Why wouldn't they let you in?
They said she couldn't have nobody. Not a hair tech, lash tech, makeup artist, nobody.
This explains why she probably had to use Jonathan, because at the time there was no one else available.
So she wasn't allowed to have anybody in her team back there with her?
Nobody can go. I was like, how she can't have just at least me on the bodyguard? At least I gotta protect her. Make sure don't let that happen to her. Like, yeah, I understand she gotta fight. She gotta do what she gotta do. How y'all say what she say? You talk that shit, don't expect to get hit. She knew what it was. She knew what she was coming for. She knew what time it was. But the way they did her, it was wrong.
And that's why FBAs, I try to tell my people, man, we gotta be very cognizant of what we get ourselves into, man. This shit getting real spooky out here, man. This shit getting real spooky out here, for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything ain't all fun and jokes and giggles and all that, man. This should really be real life crickets one, you know what I'm saying? When smoke get the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? When it's time to stand on 10, man, should really become crickets. So, you gotta really understand. Like, sometimes, man, everybody not really bringing you on to put you on, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes niggas putting you on to bring you down type shit. Real nigga shit, bro. Sometimes a nigga really bring you around to make you the clown type shit. So understand the situation that you putting yourself in. Foundational Black American, man. Just because they skin is melanin don't mean that they, you know what I'm saying? They any type of kin, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real. But at the same time, Scarface did her thing, stood on 10, ran every phase she could. You know what I'm saying? Wore her scars like a G. Cause that's how FBAs, you know what I'm saying? That's how we move and shit like that. And you slowly starting to see like a decline in even like the whole presentation of Zeus. Now all these rumors is coming out. Surviving Zeus. Talking about bro running a brothel and shit like that, man. I don't know. Let's get back into it though, man. Let's get back into this.
But, you know, we on reality TV, so y'all look at things differently. And that's that. Like, that's that. I don't look at this as now that's TV versus Zeus shit. You feel me? I don't look at it like that. That's not what it was to me. No, that it was, okay, boom, ET done ran her little fades. You feel me? Look, first and foremost, ET knew what the fuck was about to go down. Okay? And little do y'all know or not, when she got in there, she did what she wanted to do and what she was supposed to do. And that's that.
But her face though.
Like, it don't matter how her face looked. It don't matter what went on. She went in there and she did what she wanted to do and what she was supposed to do. Now, when that is over, let the bitch out. And that's why a motherfucker woke up on demon time, because let her out.
And these are the statements that scared me for real. You know, these production staff is holding these young black women against their will and keeping them in these toxic and physical environments.
Let her out. What's the point of holding her in here? Let her out. Y'all letting all these other bitches, you know, come out. She done already ran as many fades. We want to see her. When you love somebody, it don't matter what they do, right or wrong. We want to see her. We need to make sure she okay. We want to see what you bitches did. If y'all did something, we want to see what y'all did. But they so turned up, they see us, they want to fight, talking about it was all Now That's TV girls. The only people that were on Now That's TV that were there were me and Bila. All them other bitches was bitches from LA, bitches from Watts, bitches from Compton. It was a bunch of mixture of women and bitches from South Central. That's what it was.
I like that.
Oh yeah,
too.
and then we had a New York bitch in the building. You get.
Shout out to, you know what I mean, the East Coast pulling up on the motherfucking West, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you know, like the FBA is gonna ride, like they know when there's some funny shit going on, man. One thing about Foundation Black Americans, man, I was shit, you know what I'm saying? Touch back to the soil, like, so we know when there's some funny shit up in the air and things about to go left, you know what I'm saying? And thank God, you know, her sisters came out and rode for her and all that. You know what I'm saying? Even after the situation, you feel me? Like, you know, you can let the little weirdos in the comments say what they gonna say and all that, but real ones know what's up, man. We know that Scarface won that war. We know that was the back door. Feel me?
That someone's gonna set me up, Natalie, I'm gonna go for my man. You feel me? Like, y'all not bring me back anyway. Like, bitch, if you gonna set me up, bitch, I'm gonna fuck you up too. I'm gonna fuck them up, but I'm gonna handle you first because you're the culprit. You're the mastermind. But Natalie said she didn't say that. She never talked about me, da-da-da. So I said, if I was misinformed, I apologize. You feel me? I apologize at the end about it, but at the same time, I'm like,
I just want to get the conversation started. You know, how do you feel about this Rolly Scarface backdoor situation? About this Now That's TV versus Zeus situation? How do you feel about Black-owned streaming services, you know, going in that reality TV content direction, right? They could do sitcoms. They could do more informative shows. They could bring on radio, like broadcast hosts like me, and bring that type of content. How do you feel about this? I just want to start the conversation. I am a fan of ET, aka Scarface. I think that she's a beautiful young lady with a marvelous body. You know, I'll definitely hit that, probably wipe that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I catch ET in the club. You know what I'm saying? She might be, you know what I mean? She might have to come back to the studio, you know, shoot some content. No, I'm playing. But seriously though, you know, I do feel like she was brought on, you know, just so that they could try to diminish her talent and diminish her stardom. But I think that when they show that reunion, she's still going to be the star because she has the most fights. She has the most camera time. Like, you know, right now, she may be the Stone Cold Steve Austin of reality television. that's just how I feel, you know? And if you want to treat it like MMA or boxing or something like that, then, you know, she may be Floyd Mayweather. And that's just the facts. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to give you the facts. I don't give you the bullshit. If you want the bullshit, you go somewhere else. But like I said, you know, I just want to get the conversation started. How do you feel about now that CV? How do you feel about Zeus? How do you feel what Natalie Nunn did? Should they try to bring Scarface back on? They are shooting Baddies Caribbean right now. I believe they're doing auditions for that show. You go to Zeus.com and audition, sign up to audition and stuff like that. So, you know, let me know how you feel, man. I mean, me personally, man, I think that these shows are just entertainment. I think that they provide some form of occupation for ratchet bitches. You know what I'm saying? And I think everybody deserves a chance to get a job so that everybody could take care of their family the best way they see fit. And if this is what floats them ladies' boats, they are willing participants in the matter. So, you know, let them have their fun or whatever the case may be, man. You know, if you know, they're saying that Zeus is bringing in $18 million a month in subscriptions. Like, why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they just gave Stunner $250,000 for an episode. Like, these projects such as Baddies, they're doing big numbers, and when more and more sponsors get into Zeus and stuff like that, like, the money's only going to grow, and like the things are only going to grow. Like, we're watching like a real independent, you know, even though it's probably white capital that's backing it, but you're still watching some form of independent black media, you know, trying to capture a B. You know what I'm saying? $1 billion and shit like that. So, you know, I'm here for the journey, man. And I you know, I do want to document it and see how it goes. So, you know, let me know. We're going to start the conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to watch Baddies, you know, pull up a little bad bitch and online, watch that, you know what I'm saying? You know, this type of television that get your bitch on and shit like that, you know what I mean? Watch, have, fuck with all that, you know what I'm saying? You'll be all right, man. You feel me? Enjoy your motherfucking life. But don't let them lie to you. Black is beautiful. And we'll be back with another episode of Black Renaissance Podcast, maybe tomorrow. It's the most wise Fleavelli FBA motherfucking day, and we will see you guys in the comment section.